I love dancing since I was little. When I was in my mom's belly, I started practicing non-stop. Dad looked completely unbelieving. When he looked up again, I had already returned to normal. I could call Mom as soon as I was born.
Mama.
Dad excitedly asked me to call again.
Mother.
He almost fainted on the spot. Mom blew up balloons to make me happy, but the next second, she even thought she was hallucinating. At night, Dad fed me milk, but accidentally grabbed a light bulb instead of the bottle. Luckily, Dad came back to his senses in time. The next day, I was practicing dancing. This amazing performance completely scared Dad. Not only that, I could also freely change my face. My strength was also astonishingly great. I grabbed Dad and practiced wrestling. With one flip, I performed a perfect Thomas spin. When changing diapers, I suddenly showed a creepy smile. The next second, a 2-meter high fountain shot to the ceiling. In the end, I gave Dad a shower. Although I was very naughty, but Dad still spoiled me. This made the family dog very jealous. At night, it dug out a strange mask. After putting it on, it surprisingly gained superpowers. Seeing me playing in the room, the dog decided to prank me. It handed me a toy bomb while covering its ears, but I only pinched it lightly. The fuse went out immediately. I pretended to make explosion sounds, then quietly slipped away. Seeing the burnt clothes, the dog thought the plan succeeded and laughed excitedly. At that moment, a bone suddenly flew over. The dog was instantly attracted, but the next second, a huge explosion sounded. The dog was blown into a lump of charcoal, but it was still unwilling to give up. It fixed a toilet brush to the ceiling. Using a pulley system, it quietly climbed behind me and hooked my clothes with a hook. The other end connected to an electric hoist. Just as it proudly prepared to turn on the power, it did not know I had already appeared behind it. I returned the hook to it. As the power turned on, the dog was instantly dragged away. After a chaos, it was sucked into a compressor and turned into a flat paper-like sheet. Dad was terrified and hurriedly took me to the hospital for a checkup. But on the way, they were stopped by a mysterious man.
What?
He asked Dad for the mask, but Dad had no idea where it was. The man raised his hand. A 100-meter iron gate fell from the sky, blocking our way directly. Then, he pulled out a giant grenade, bit off the pin, and rushed toward us. At the critical moment, I twisted my hands and formed a wrap, turning into a shield. The man became furious, threw a huge fireball, but it shrank and disappeared in midair. Then I stretched out a 100-meter long hand, picked up trash cans on both sides, and squeezed the man into a big-headed doll. He staggered and fell into a trash can. We successfully resolved the crisis. Do you like a superpower baby like me? Please comment.